Some have even gone as far as to call him a coach killer.
LeBron James is a serial coach killer. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how he has earned that coach killer reputation throughout his career. And stick around because the last example is utterly inexcusable, even for King James. So buckle up, Buttercup, because as bad as you think Bron has done his coaches over his NBA career, it's so much worse. Let's get at it. And at number 1, we have Darvin Ham, who was fired in 2024. Ham is the most recent coach fired during LeBron James' career, and the King was directly involved in the incidents that led up to his firing. Bron undermined Darvin Ham's leadership several times during the 2024 season, even though Los Angeles had made it to the Western Conference Finals the year before. Here are some of the best examples. Approaching 40 years old and with a habit of sitting out games, load managing his way through the grind of an NBA season, Darvin Ham implemented a minutes restriction for the aging King. But James chafed at this and let everyone around him know that he wasn't down with the program.
Yeah, I know y'all got me on fucking old man time percentage and shit. Play 8 minutes and shit. 2 shots in 8 minutes, just getting cardio. I hate this shit already. This shit's garbage. Y'all know I'm in better shape than everybody.
LeBron's resistance to Ham's game-to-game load management strategy signaled the erosion of his head coach's authority to everyone in Lakerland. By March, LeBron had reached into his bag of coach killer tricks. Here, James openly admits to overriding his head coach's strategy during a crucial game against the Clippers.
We had switching built in versus Kawhi and versus James and whatever the case may be, and I vetoed it in the second half because I know T. Lue more than any other player that's ever been with T. Lue, and I know he plays target ball too.
No matter how well he knows the opposing coach, altering his team's game plan on the fly undercut his own head coach yet again. And LeBron didn't just stop there. He never does. The next month, James demonstrated his irritability with Ham's in-game adjustments when he demanded the coach's clipboard during a huddle.
Listen, I got it. Hey, give me the board. Give me the board. I got it.
Don't forget that this insane quote came from LeBron during Darvin Ham's tenure as well.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
And who could forget this iconic moment from LeBron James as he gets upset with Ham for not challenging an out-of-bounds call.
In the fourth. James comes from behind and knocks it away. He's saying it was touched last by Denver. Darvin Ham not going to challenge it though. And LeBron really infuriated. He is screaming at his bench right now. And he compounded the problem by not paying attention, and then Denver got the easy basket.
When his coach refuses to cave in to the King's demands, LeBron reverts back to his factory settings, stomping and bitching like a child that is upset that his mommy took away his bag of hot Cheetos. Whenever anybody says the NBA is soft as baby shit, let this be the first item submitted into evidence. The Nuggets seized the opportunity at hand and scored while LeBron was acting a fool. That right there is potentially a 5-point swing, as Denver scored 2 while the Lakers lost a possession because LeBron got his panties in a bunch in a playoff game. And hey, LeBron, I thought it was just basketball. And while Darvin Ham wasn't perfect, he did have a reputation for timeout mismanagement. It must be said that the Lakers as a team failed to go ham when it counted in the playoffs, which hastened his departure. And I almost forgot the most egregious offense of all by LeBron, starting a podcast with the very guy that the King was secretly recruiting to replace Darvin Ham with during the season while Darvin was still the head coach. And if you're liking this video so far, don't forget to like the video and hit that hype button while you're at it, por favor. Number 2, Paul Silas, 2005. And this one might surprise a lot of you because LeBron usually gets a pass on this due to the change in Cavaliers ownership at the time. But a closer look shows why LeBron played a significant role in this firing. Silas, a Hall of Fame NBA player for the Boston Celtics, was given the task of mentoring the young king because LeBron needed a mentor and a daddy type figure to counteract his mom's ratchetness. And I have a video about that, link in the description and the top comment. Paul Silas spent so much time and energy mentoring LeBron that he neglected to address the discord that was creeping throughout the rest of the team. Point guard Eric Snow had a verbal altercation with Silas early in the season, and soon after, players like Snow and Jeff McInnis were openly calling out the coach. With a young LeBron James as their on-the-court leader, the Cavs slipped from a 31-20 record, good enough for the 5th spot in the Eastern Conference, on February 23rd, and they went a dismal and abysmal 3-9 over their next 12, which led to Silas getting the axe. While LeBron did nothing overtly to remove Silas, his inability to lead the team to his first trip to the NBA playoffs is what ultimately did the coach in. I also find it pretty funny that LeBron said that he intuitively knew that Silas's time was almost done.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Seems like one of those lies that LeBron likes to tell, and I've got a link to LeBron James' very best lies of his career. That link is in the description and the top comment below. Number 3, Mike Brown, 2010. And we can tack on another head coach to LeBron's body count with his former leader in Cleveland, Mike Brown, the NBA's Coach of the Year in the 08-09 season and the orchestrator of 2 back-to-back 60-win teams. Brown's teams were fundamentally sound defensively, and he was enjoying massive amounts of success, at least in the regular season. LeBron took out his head coach on 2 different fronts. First, he undermined Brown to the media and to ownership, culminating in the King laughing after his coach yelled at the team for their level of effort in a losing playoff game. And even worse, James absolutely kneecapped Mike Brown by failing in the playoffs for 4 straight years, getting swept by the Spurs in 2007, shooting 8 for 42 from the field in the first 2 games versus Boston in 2008, going out sad as a 7-1 favorite against the Orlando Magic in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals, and of course,
what a game for Garnett, 22 points and 10 rebounds. James lost it again. Unbelievable. His 9th turnover of the night.
Giving up like a bitch in the 2010 semis against Boston.
And you have to foul. I mean, you had a chance to foul Rondo.
Cavs looking over it as the clock ticks away.
And I've got a video about LeBron's playoff chokes, link in the top comment and description below. And that second round loss as a first overall seed was the nail in the coffin for Brown, and we can add another notch for LeBron's head coach body count. Don't forget to support this channel by checking out the merch at the Red Blooded Sports Store. Number 4, Luke Walton, 2019. Perhaps the most textbook case of LeBron killing off a head coach. The firing of Luke Walton at the end of a tumultuous 2019 season after the arrival of coach killer LeBron James was not a surprise to anyone with an active internet connection. Walton began his head coaching career by taking over over a Lakers team that went 17-65 the year before his arrival. In his second year, he led the young Lakers to a 37-45 record. Entering his third campaign, Los Angeles had a young core of talent and a head coach who proved to be a great fit for that team and for the organization. And then the Lakers signed LeBron James. And just like that, the organizational focus switched on the fly from build a contender to win right now. The tension was evident in Lakerland from the very start, and it didn't take long for King James to start doing King Jamesy things to his head coach, like ignoring plays.
First group. All right, let's take a look at
LeBron's passive-aggressive nature surfaced as well, as he made it known through his people that he wanted Walton to hit the bricks. To achieve this end, LeBron used back channels like a bitch. Of course, the mainstream media ran cover for their king with stories like this one, but James was not content with merely petitioning for change to Walton's bosses within the Lakers organization. In the first month of the 2018-19 season, James sent his agent Rich Paul to bitch to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver in order to hasten Walton's removal. Think about that. James didn't just stop with telling the team ownership what to do. He went right to the guy who runs the entire league in order to make sure that Walton would get his pink slip with the quickness. Think about that. Coaching a superstar who sought to undermine Walton and backstab him at every turn took its toll on the young head coach. LeBron, through his people, made it very well known that the king wanted Lakers management to part with some of their considerable stash of assets for Anthony Davis. In the locker room, many of the Lakers lived under the cloud of uncertainty that they were about to be traded. Fans of other teams would use this to their advantage.
That high game for the Lakers at Golden State was 9 for 21 from the field. Previous 4 before that, remember when he was on that ridiculous tear and shot 70% during.
The Lakers locker room became a noxious stew of anger and anxious energy. Players erupted off the court and even during game. One Laker blog stated, "This is the natural result when an organization spends all year leaking that their head coach isn't their guy to every reporter with a cell phone and a Twitter account." And that makes the firing of Luke Walton the most textbook example of LeBron James's coach-killing reputation. If you enjoyed this one, I've got part 2 on deck, so don't forget to follow this channel and set your bell notification. In the meantime, here's a video from my channel that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Click on the button on the left-hand side of your screen, and I'll see you there.